Hello, welcome. My name is Kristin Kaufman. I am what I call a recovering corporate executive, and my calling now is to help people create the life they want without giving up the creature comforts that they want. I don't know about you, but sometimes life can be so complicated. And I ran across a quote several years ago by the infamous Dr. Seuss, who I was reared on. The Cat in the Hat and Green Eggs and Ham were staples in my family folklore, if you will. And I came across that quote again. What often happens is the questions are so complicated, but the answers are really simple. And that is verbatim Dr. Seuss. So I don't know about you, but sometimes in the quest of trying to create the life that we want, oftentimes just the complexity of life and the complexity of our professional arena sometimes can just become overwhelming, and we get lost. We get lost in the fog. We get lost in all of the demands that are being made upon us. And in my case, quite frankly, I lost the plot. As a corporate executive for many years, as much as I loved that business, I, in some ways, outgrew it. 25 years into it, I really felt like I was just working really hard, and I wasn't getting to where I wanted to go, and it was no longer fulfilling to me. And so I made the decision to jump off that high board about 15 years ago to create the life that I wanted. And that is what has led me now to build out this business, which is anchored on that sole principle of helping people create the life they want without giving up the creature comforts that they want. Because I think oftentimes we think that they are mutually exclusive. We have to be in some, not as rewarding profession or not as rewarding job because we make more money. We are held by those golden handcuffs. We are traveling all the time. We're away from our family. And then you wake up one day and you go, wow, is this it? I'm at the end of my professional career and I haven't really reached the destination or reached the goals that I wanted to, or more in particular, perhaps you simply were just not fulfilled while you were working so hard. So I had a couple of things that I wanted to just offer up as perspectives that Dr. Seuss actually led me to crystallize. And one is the infamous acronym that my daddy used to tell my sister and I: keep it simple, stupid. The KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. I think he didn't mean stupid, but that was the way he spelled Chris. Maybe it could be a KISS. Maybe it could be keep it simple, silly. But nevertheless, the concept was to keep it simple. And I think oftentimes we think because the world is so complicated and our current job or the vocation that we've chosen is so complicated that the answers must be complicated too. And I really don't believe that. I think that if we keep it simple, that we absolutely can find our way into the destination and the journey that we want to find ourselves on. The second thing is following your heart. I think, again, when I left my jobs in corporate America, frankly, I could have been paralyzed, or it could have been a catalyst, wanting to find something outside of that role that I found myself in. I could have been paralyzed by this lucrative golden handcuff scenario I found myself in, the comfort of having corporate group benefits, health benefits, which at the time were very important to me and still are. I could have been paralyzed by staying there, or it could have been catalytic for me in that, wow, I really do want to leverage the time that I have left on this planet doing something that is fulfilling to me. So the second principle that I'd like to share is to follow your heart. Follow what it is that you truly want to do in the world, because at the end of the day, we own it. We do not have the luxury of blaming anybody else for our lot in life, so to speak. We choose our destination and we create our reality. So that is the second tip, is that whatever it is that's deep down inside that you truly want to do, follow that calling. Because the third tip, or the third insight that I will tell you, when you find what you love, you will be good at it because you love it. And if you have that perspective that you love what you do and ultimately you are good at it, then the next quest is to have it tied to something much greater than yourself. And for me, it's all about helping other people reach their potential. So in other words, creating the life that they want however they define it. It is not defined by society. It is not defined by conventional corporate America or any other external viewpoint. Our success and our definition of fulfillment and what we want to do with our lives comes from within our soul and within ourselves. So we have to listen to that heart and have the courage to plow forward and to create that for ourselves, and then have it tied to something much greater than yourself, because then when it does get tough to stay the course, if you're creating your own entrepreneurial venture, sometimes it can be, a little bit heavy lifting, at least initially. That truism that it is tied to something much greater than ourselves will fuel us as we are on that journey of creating that new reality for ourselves. So that is my wisdom from Dr. Seuss today, is that oftentimes the questions can be so complicated, but the answers are really simple. So I hope that this will give you some food for thought. Again, my name is Kristin Kaufman, and my calling is to help other people reach their potential and create the life they want without giving up the creature comforts that they want. And if you're interested in learning more about how potentially I could be of service to you, you can simply type in partnerwithkristin.com, and it will take you to some more information and a form that you can fill out, and we can be in touch with one another. So make it a great day, and I hope that these 3 tips have given you something to think about.